typically a normal email marketer, you will look at the metrics, and you guys probably recognize these metrics. You'll get the open. This looks really healthy, right? 34% open rate, unique open, 22. You see the click-through rate. There's nothing that stands out. This is like 98% success. It's like, well, 3,000 failed. That's not a high ratio compared to the amount of emails go out. So for most people, this wouldn't alarm them, right? But you need to look more granular into the metrics. You need to expand it, and you need to look at the metrics per domain. And when we do that, you see, this didn't tell us much, but now you can see Hotmail and Outlook. Ooh, these numbers are just not good. So that is basically, we are blocked. We're not even getting into the inbox here. They're probably rejecting our messages at this point. This step is really important, because when I ask email marketers, what are your open rate? They tell me one open rate set. There's no such thing as an open rate for everything. They're going to vastly different depending on what kind of domain you're sending to. This important that you guys understand. Does this make sense? There's a lot of people here do that. Because if you don't, this is a huge queue. Okay, it's easy, but it's huge. So if you don't know your open rate by domain, get that figure out how to do it. Talk to your stats person or whatever. There's ways to do it. And also, when you look at the metrics, always look at the first welcome email that goes out. Does anyone know why? No, that is because no one interacted with that email. Once they interact with the email and there's a back and forth and they click it, the spam folder works differently. If they never interacted with your email, that means that is cold as far as they're concerned, and that is the best place to go. So as soon as I work with a client, I look at their first transactional emails right away, and therein lies most of the issues. So you can see it right away what's going on with that. If they're high bounces, if the open rate is low, what the click-through rate is. And by the way, if you ask me what is a good click-through rate and bounce rate, I cannot give you a good answer. I typically keep mine one at 30%. I personally would not go under 20%. But a lot of people I know work around 10%, and it's different for every program you run. So you probably heard this before: restrict your open filter by domain. I like to keep my open rate at 30%. So if it goes, so basically, let's say I do this. So Gmail, everyone has opened the email within the last 30 days, and if I get a 20% open rate, I will change that to everyone has opened the last 15 days. And when I get a 40% open rate, I will loosen it up to 30 days. When an email goes out, you want to send it to the most engaged users, right? So basically, most people would say that, okay, I'm going to send to everyone who has opened email the last 20 days, okay? However, as I showed you before, the engagement is completely different depending on what domain they're opening for, if they're Gmail or Hotmail. So I will have a different engagement filter on Hotmail versus Gmail versus Yahoo. So Yahoo might be 30 days, and then Hotmail might be 3 days. And look at your transactional funnel, the first email that goes out, and look at the percentage. Also, this is a big one. Have patience, guys. It takes 6 to 9 months to get really large segments. That's what it takes for people to take action and get into your engagement. It's the long game. Email takes a lot of time.